Hey, Motell Granite again. This time I want to say, ignore if need be. Ignore if need be. Somebody talking crazy, saying something out of pocket. Ignore if need be. In order to ignore if need be, you got to be on your stuff. You got to know who you are, and you can't be confused at all about that. Ignore if need be. You walking down the street, you got your lady with you, and somebody say something out of pocket. Hey, what's up, cutie? And you right there. You know. Ignore if need be. Because if you're not in a position to retaliate or don't feel comfortable with retaliation, then you need to be comfortable with the concept of ignore if need be. So you might not want to ignore what I'm saying, but you might want to take this and use this as you go out there in the world. Whether you have to deal with local people or foreigners, or for some possibly out of space, wherever you got to deal with people, devices, or social media things, ignore if need be. Because there ain't no sense in you getting into a trap and you can't get out of it. There's nothing wrong with a wise man ignoring foolishness. Because if you don't ignore it, then you might have to deal with it. And if you have to deal with it, then you're going to have to deal with it exactly with the way it looks. Almost 9 times out of 10, if not 10 times out of 10, that's the violent route. You ain't going to be having conversation with people, especially not nowadays. Ain't nobody listening. It's the paparazzi land, and I ain't talking about no cameras. If you're not checking, your local obituaries or CNN or something like that, folk going down like trees. And I ain't talking about the kind of trees that you chop down. I'm talking about the ones that's getting puffed. Ignore if need be. Somebody talking foolish. You might want to ignore that. You might want to tell loved ones. Somebody's talking crazy in school, ignore that. So, the message for right now is ignore if need be. Do not cross into a land that you're not comfortable with. Don't go into that area. Stay away from that zip code, because you might run into a roadblock and it might be higher than you're capable of climbing or going around. So, take my words, ignore if need be. Don't let that woman get you killed.